What is up, guys? It's Tommy from Talkin'Smack Sports Podcast, and we're back for our third episode. It's been a while, but we're ready to go again, hopefully on consistent uploads. Right, Jake?
Yeah, we're going to try to be a little more consistent. We might have guests coming in and out in the near future.
You know, just small names,
yet.
Stephen A. Smith, stuff like that. Nothing big.
Yeah. So refer a friend, refer a family. Just try to get this
no animals,
podcast going. Yeah.
Okay.
Right. So
let's just get right into it, Jake. I like that. Right into the nitty-gritty of it. Okay. So we've got a lot of deals. Let's go over kind of the big issue ones. First, we had a few restricted free agents signed. First one, Kyle Anderson, 4 years for $37.2 million. Spurs didn't match. Are you surprised, Jake? Or
where did he sign again?
He signed with the Grizzlies, which is a good pickup for the Grizzlies.
Yeah, he's a good young player. I don't know why the Spurs.
They knew they were
match.
trading Kawhi.
Yeah, I don't know why the Spurs necessarily wouldn't match because he plays the point, doesn't he?
And they got oodles of cash.
Yeah, and
I think he plays
Kyle
the 3.
Anderson, yeah. Oh, does he? I thought he was a 1.
I think he's
He can't shoot though, right? Isn't that like his main thing?
Yeah, and we know ones that can't shoot are a big no-no.
Yeah.
But they got Mike Conley, so it's fine. He can shoot.
Mm-hmm.
We had Zach LaVine, who the Spurs gave him a rambunctious amount of cash, but the Bulls matched. 4 years, $78 million. The Bulls pretty much had to match this.
The Kings made him the offer, I think.
Oh, what did I say?
Spurs.
Oh, yeah, obviously, I know the Kings made the offer, you're correct. The Kings just, like, messing up everybody, right?
Yeah.
They're like your little sister that doesn't leave you alone.
Mm-hmm. What I find annoying is that just speaking of Zach LaVine, why do NBA players feel the need that they could just speak their mind whenever they want now?
Because they don't get in trouble for it, and they are...
Yeah. They argue... Like, Zach LaVine said he was quote-unquote hurt or something like that the Bulls didn't offer... that they didn't offer him a contract before the Kings did. And it's kind of just like, who cares, you know? He's a good player, but he's not that good where he can just... Like, nobody really cares,
Yeah, that's how restricted free agency works, too.
Yeah.
You don't really make an offer unless someone else... Yeah, whatever. He's back in Chicago. He'll have to prove himself for the next 4 years. It's kind of a make-or-break contract for the rest of his career.
Yeah.
And next, our third and final restricted free agent to sign is Jusuf Nurkic, re-signed with the Blazers. 4 years, $48 million. This is once all the centers were gone, Blazers just decided to stick with Jusuf Nurkic.
Yeah.
They'll run it back, unfortunately, and be worse than last year.
Oh, Marcus Smart, by the way, re-signed.
Oh, he did?
Yep. $13 million a year.
4 for 52?
Yep.
Okay.
Do you think he's worth $13 million? I think he might even be worth more.
Yes, I would say more.
Because I think he's a lot more valuable than people think.
Well, yeah, it depends on the team, of course. Like, Chicago would rather have LaVine. But the Celtics would rather have Smart.
A lot of people don't understand that just because he doesn't score 30 points a game doesn't mean he's not very valuable to a team.
Yeah, just that Game 7 is just in everyone's mind still. When he shot 2 for $1 million.
Yeah.
That's rough, yeah, but he's a good rotational piece for them because they have all that scoring. Good to get a guy that doesn't need to score to be on the court and make a difference.
Yeah.
Then we had this is a while back, but the Jerry Grant trade with the Bulls, Magic, and Hornets, in which Bulls got nothing pretty much. They just did a salary dump kind of thing. Magic got Jerry Grant and Mozgov. The Hornets got Bismack Biyombo. So a nice little trade for the Magic. They got kind of a point guard, but...
Yeah, they the only rostered point guard they had before that was DJ Augustine, so they were in desperate need.
They couldn't spend $2 million on Isaiah Thomas? Like, what? It just doesn't make any sense to me what the Magic are doing, but it doesn't make sense very often to me what they're doing. Hopefully... And they also got Timothy Mozgov, who, really being able to mentor Mo Bamba. Excited about that one. But they made space for him by getting rid of Bismack Biyombo. Now they only have Vucevic and Mo Bamba at the center position, so they'll be able to get Mo Bamba some more minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Anyway, moving on. Luka Mbamute left to the Clippers. I mean, everyone's acting like this is a big loss for Houston, but he didn't even have him the whole playoffs, and they got that far. So I think Ariza's a much bigger loss.
The only thing is...
And now they got Melo, too, who's a completely different player, I understand, but...
the only thing is, it's that deadly wing of the West. Like, who when the Houston plays Golden State, who's going to guard Kevin Durant? Yeah, exactly. Who's going to guard Kevin Durant and LeBron? You know, Clint Capella can't guard either of them.
Kawhi's gone, so that's...
Yeah.
But still, yeah. Just the deadly wing position, period.
Yeah.
They still have to play. Small forwards dominate the league.
Mm-hmm. And both Mbamute and Ariza were lockdown defenders, and they lost 2 of them. They just let them walk.
Even though Mbamute didn't play in the playoffs, and they played fine.
Yeah. But Trevor's a big loss.
1 for $4.3 million. Obviously, the Rockets can't really pay anyone anything, so...
Yeah.
IT to the Nuggets, 1 year, $2 million. Pretty baller move for the Nuggets.
Yeah, I
Some
think
people
it's either,
really like them. Not as high. You?
Yeah, me neither.
They'll make the playoffs, I think, but
yeah, I think they will for sure. I bet you they'll go 7 or 8.
I can't say for sure because I saw Shams Charania, you know, the guy from Yahoo Sports. He tweeted today just how stacked the West is.
Yeah, and
I don't know if I can guarantee it. But
for Isaiah Thomas, I feel like it's just it's kind of like it's a make it or break it year. Like he either has a really good year and averages like 24 a game, or he's the same exact thing and maybe 14 or 16 a game. And he's not going to get a ton of minutes, so he obviously can't defend, so he has to make good use of what he has.
Yeah. Oh, it wasn't Shams Charania. It was Dan Feldman, NBA, on Twitter. He said, at least 5 of these teams will not make the playoffs. Mavericks, Nuggets, Warriors, Rockets, Clippers, Lakers, Grizzlies, Timberwolves, Pelicans, Thunder, Trailblazers, Spurs, and Jazz. So that's you choose 5 of those teams that aren't going to make it. Like, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. He listed 13 teams. Mm-hmm. So everyone but the Kings and some other team in the West. I mean, it's loaded. No, Dallas. He listed Dallas. Oh. Dallas is pretty good this year. Mm-hmm. I'd say so.
Good core.
They just have a good team.
Mm-hmm.
Good core. I don't like people say that. They just have a good team. Okay. They have more than 3 good players.
They have a good upper body. I don't know if they have legs.
Shut up. Okay, then the Hawks acquired Jeremy Lin because they traded Dennis Schroeder to Oklahoma City in the Thunder trade. What are the Hawks doing? Why'd they trade? They got a pick out of that trade, right?
Yeah.
Okay, still, they had to give up Dennis Schroeder and what's his name?
Mike Muscala.
Yeah, okay, that's not that big a deal, but still, they're paying Melo $28 million this year. That first round pick's not even be that good. It's a questionable move for the Hawks, I'd say. But great trade for the Thunder. Man, Sam Presti is an animal.
Mm-hmm.
Then we had Jabari Parker. That's our 4th restricted. Signed with the Bulls. Bucks actually waived their rights to him, or rescinded their rights to him the day before, so that Jabari Parker can go home, sign with the Bulls. It's very heavily protected. It's 1 year, $20 million in the team option, and then 1 year, $20 million. We'll see how that goes. It's pretty low risk for the Bulls. They had money to spend anyway. I don't see a problem with that.
Yeah.
But it's also kind of like, who cares, too?
Yeah, it's not a big deal.
Yeah. Bulls, if the Bulls are healthy all year, which is a lot to say, because they got some health problems on that team, they could make a run for the playoffs. Wouldn't be surprised. The East is all of a sudden really exciting. Because you got a 3-team tier at the top and like an 8-tier team.
Yeah.
Or maybe even a 9-tier team. They're like 4 to 12. It's pretty close. Shabazz Napier signed with the Nets. because the Nets traded Jeremy Lin, so they needed a point guard, whatever. And then the Garrett Temple got traded to the Grizzlies. The Grizzlies are out here making moves, big time. Kings acquired Ben McLemore. Michael Beasley signs with the Lakers. No one knows what the Lakers are doing.
Yeah, that's just, I don't know. It's just like...
They're just spending
it's
money.
Like, yeah, they're
on
just
one-year
like
deals.
they're just finding, like, it's like the island of misfit toys in LA. And then there's LeBron, you know? It's just a bunch of random players on 1 year. Myself, actually, I came up with that one.
Nice, congrats.
Before we get too deep in this thing, I would like to announce we are doing a giveaway. So, what's our Twitter, Tommy? Remind them.
Talkin'Smack_pod.
Talkin'Smack_pod on Twitter. We're going to put out a tweet right after this is over, and it's going to say, retweet and like for entry in the giveaway, and you comment your name.
Honestly, the first person to retweet and like should just win.
And once we get, let's say, 10 people to do that, don't even have to retweet it, just like it and comment. And the first 10 people to do that, we will send you a prize, any type of prize. You know, we'll find something cool. It'll be cool. It'll be worth value. It won't be something stupid. So everyone listening, if you want in, go down to that.
Maybe like tickets to our live show.
Maybe in the future, it's probably going to be like a gift card. You know, something good, something you'd want.
Yo, Jake,
not a waste of your time.
Who's sponsoring this giveaway?
Go check out our Twitter.
Who's sponsoring this giveaway?
Actually, Jaw33. It's He does live streams
Charitable guy.
at the 6-Man Gaming.
Oh, he's on YouTube, right? Yeah, I've watched him a few times.
Yep, 6-Man Gaming. He's
so go sub to him while you're at it. Go sub to him on YouTube.
Go sub to him. Go follow Talkin'Smack Sport Pod. Like the tweet. Leave a name. Leave your comment, and leave your address, credit card numbers, so we know. Just kidding. And we will pick someone once we get 10 of those likes. All right, it's up to you guys now. Back to the podcast. Thanks for listening.
And if you refer someone too, then you get an extra entry.
Counts as 2 entries. Yep, good point.
That's about all I have. Montrezl Harrell re-signed with the Clippers. That's all I got. Okay.
Fun fact, Tommy, where did Montrezl Harrell go to college?
He went to Louisville.
Good call.
With Donovan Mitchell. Right?
Mm-hmm.
I'm right. Guys, we prepared for that fun fact, so I would know the answer. Just putting it out there. And then we only have one restricted free agent remaining, or at least big name, and his name is... Guess his name. What's his name?
Who's that?
Clint.
Ah, Clint.
And then there was one. So he's... The most likely scenario is he's going to get a qualifying offer. I mean, just take a qualifying offer and get a big deal next year. Because he's going to...
Go ahead.
What do you not understand?
Do you think he's worth $100 million?
Yes.
4 years? You do.
The Rockets can't pay him.
What I don't understand is what could they have watched on him other than he blocks shots and he's good at finishing lobs? What else? What else can he do?
Well, on that team, that's all they need, right?
Exactly. But is he worth $100 million on any other team in the league?
Well, that doesn't matter. It's about your team.
I know, but he'll ask for $100 million from another team, will he not?
He will, but...
Yeah, exactly. So what's the difference between him and DeAndre Jordan right now?
DeAndre Jordan makes $24 million and he doesn't? Okay, exactly. So DeAndre Jordan's worth $24 million in this market. Why isn't Clint Capella?
Because I think DeAndre Jordan's proven himself more. He's older. He can block shots. He's also signed with the Mavericks, who have money to burn. Who do they? They have a bunch of young guys who they're not paying anything. Dennis Smith's making $7 million. Luka Doncic's on a rookie contract. Everyone is basically on a rookie contract. Yeah, Harrison Barnes is probably the only one making notable money on that team.
And he's making way too much.
Yeah. I mean, they're just like trying to. They're only going to pay Yogi Ferrell like $1 million.
You're doing Clint Capella like that. I thought you liked Clint Capella.
Wow. I do like Clint Capella. I think he can be good. I just don't know how you can ask for so much money when you can't score from 4 feet outside of the basket and you can't do a right-handed jump hook.
Yeah,
I just don't understand.
He's young.
How all you're bringing to the table is a shot blocking and 1-foot finishes, and I just don't understand. When have you ever seen him like do his own thing? You know, when does he ever get the ball and just say, "Okay, I'm taking over right now"?
That's
like
not the type
easy
of player
layup.
he is.
Well, a lot of players like that get $100 million over 4 years.
No. Okay, I guess, but I don't think they should pay him $100 million. They don't have the money to do that right now.
Exactly. So I think he should leave, but I think a lot of teams that aren't awful are not willing to do
No,
that.
he needs to stay for this year.
I think a lot of teams would be willing to give him 17, maybe 18 for a year.
He needs to bet on himself this year.
Yeah, well, he's still pretty young. He has plenty of time to make his money.
Yeah, so he's going to take the qualifying offer. That's my
Yeah,
intel.
no one else. Yeah, he's not gonna, or else he's just not gonna have a job, which I don't think is an option.
Yeah, that seems unlikely for some reason. I feel like that's not going to happen.
Go, Clint. Clint, if you're listening, I'm pulling for you. Make a right-hand jump hook. You'll be fine. $25 million is coming your way.
Yeah, if you can make a 3-2, maybe 30 million.
Let's not get ahead of ourselves. How about a free throw line jumper? Now we're going crazy.
Yeah, I guess he is kind of an old age kind of center, but he played really well in the playoffs for them.
Yeah.
Okay.
He's only 6'10". Did you know that? I find that impressive.
Yeah, you don't have to be that tall anymore.
He just has great leaping ability.
Yep, a lot of people do in the NBA. Mostly all of them.
Well, not Boban.
Yeah, but he's 7'3", so...
Not Isaiah Thomas.
Okay, well, he's 4'4".
Okay, moving on.
Okay, so we had another big trade go down in the NBA on about Wednesday or Tuesday, if I'm not mistaken. We had some All-Stars get traded around. Jake?
Who are those folks?
One is named Kofi, and one is named Demar.
Yes. Kawhi Leonard got traded for DeMar DeRozan.
And who's the other guy that got traded?
Jeff Green.
Jeff Green, what?
Jeff Green went to Toronto.
Isn't Jeff
Or Danny Green.
Danny Green, there you go. And a first rounder went to the Spurs.
Yes. I think that's really good for Toronto.
So good.
And for the Spurs, I think it's whatever. I think DeMar DeRozan, personally, I think he gets buckets, he scores, he'll get you 30. But I just don't think he's top 12, 15 in the league, honestly. I don't think he can't shoot in a shooter's league. He's great at the mid-range, which everyone is now starting to say is overrated.
His shot's getting better. His shot got better this year.
Yeah, but it's still like 29%, and I also think it's horribly alarming that every single time he's in the playoffs, he completely disappears.
And guess who's still in his conference?
Mr. James.
Mm-hmm.
I
hope that the 3-6 first round matchup this year.
Didn't he sit for a lot of the series last year against the Cavs?
Doesn't really matter. They got swept.
Exactly, but I'm just saying, that's their franchise guy that they're sitting on the bench
People say he's the best Raptor ever.
I don't know.
And the only one is Vince.
Yeah.
And he kind of quit on the team, so they don't really like him.
Mm-hmm. But I think it's great for Toronto. They probably got a rental player, but they're also gonna. This is like a spark.
I'm not.
This is like one.
Call me crazy. I'm not counting out that Kawhi somehow decides to stay. We all thought Paul George was an 100% done deal. Things happen, man. Things happen in a year.
I think it takes a lot more winning over for Kawhi Leonard than it does Paul George, though.
Yeah, I mean, Paul George was hell-bent, man.
He also has Russell Westbrook. Who's gonna? Russell Westbrook is, like the jabroni. Come be part of my family. Come be part of my bros.
Wait, go back. What word did you just say?
Jabroni. He's the Brody. That's what Russell Westbrook is. He'll dunk on you and then punk you and make a bunch of faces and stomp around. But
you don't think Kyle Lowry is that kind of charisma?
No.
Or Fred VanVleet?
I think Russell Westbrook got him by saying, "Come be part of my family." When he decided, come be part of my bros, and when he they were at the nightclub together, smoking cigars when he decided to resign.
This decision had already been made.
And then the next day, I've heard this from sources. The next day, not with him at all. Do you think Russell Westbrook, after he signs him, goes out and hangs out with him again? Probably not. I applaud Russell Westbrook for the business move he just did. He just kept OKC relevant, and I like what he's doing. But is he genuinely happy to have Paul George be one of his bros? No, he won't be. He's not part of his family that he built. He's a newcomer, and I think they like each other a lot. I think they're friends, but I think Russell Westbrook really, kind of schmoozed him a little bit.
So you think Westbrook would have been fine if he left?
No, I don't think he would have been fine. That's what you just said. What did I say? I said
No, I think that's what you just said.
I said he can't.
I think they're like best friends.
I think you're completely wrong.
I think that Russell Westbrook just wanted someone to stay with him, and this would have really hurt Russell Westbrook's reputation as a player if a second All-Star small forward just straight up decided to leave him.
Which is why he had to act like they're best buddies.
No, I think
they didn't know each other. What do you know a guy for a year and your best
Team
friends?
USA? I don't know. All-Star games? They all know each other. Come on.
Oh yeah. They're all big buddies.
Come on, man. A year's a long time.
Yeah, I'm out on that.
Yeah, I agree. It seems less likely for Kawhi, but else I heard I was listening to Bill Simmons. You know him, right?
Mm-hmm.
He said he has a big conspiracy going where he has no basis to this, but this is talking about Paul George. The Lakers just tampered so much with Paul George that Adam Silver just got together with the Lakers and said, you're not signing him. It's not going to happen.
Yeah, that just makes sense. I just don't know why that makes sense.
I mean, why did you just have a sudden change of heart? Like, literally June 28th, all signs pointed toward him. Or June 27th, all signs pointed to him going to the Lakers, and then slowly, every day, it was like, okay, maybe I change. And then he runs this whole TV show just to re-sign with the same team. That's what I don't get.
Yeah, I don't know.
Why do you run a whole TV show, a 3-part series on ESPN, to literally sign with the same team?
Yeah, I don't know.
So the TV show's already planned, so he had to go through with it. And the Lakers couldn't sign him anymore. I think that's fascinating.
Yeah.
I don't think Adam Silver has the balls to do that, though.
No, I don't think Adam Silver, considering what's been happening, I don't think Adam Silver has any control over what's going on.
Well, tampering, he can actually charge that.
Yeah, but...
Like the Lakers and the Warriors didn't tamper anything, they just...
I mean, I think if you're going to draw a line, it would have already been drawn, so...
Yeah. He's not very confrontational, though, so... Maybe
no, I think he lets things happen.
Yeah. So I think I can make a case that Toronto could win the East.
Okay.
Can you? Or are you not buying that? No.
No.
DeMar Kawhi is a pretty big upgrade.
Yeah, you don't know how he's going to play though. He's kind of a wild card.
Oh, he's healthy.
He's healthy, but
he's not going to.
He sat out all last year.
He's not going to purposely not play because he knows he needs to reprove himself to get that max.
Yeah. I don't know. I think Boston's too good. I think on paper, if you look at Boston on paper, they're ridiculously good.
Okay, but there's only one basketball.
But when there's one basketball and there's 5 guys that can all do something with it.
All NBA teams have 5 guys that can do something with a basketball.
Not like they can. Think about it. They have Kyrie Irving, one of the best scoring point guards ever. He probably has one of the best ball handler ever. They have Gordon Hayward, who on Utah was the man, one of the best small forwards in the league. Kyrie, who's there too? Marcus Smart?
Probably Jaylen Brown.
Jaylen Brown, Jason Tatum, Al Horford, and Gordon Hayward.
Okay. So Kyrie Irving, he left Cleveland, right? To go to Boston to be the man.
Yeah.
Gordon Hayward was the man in Utah, so he hasn't been the man in his career.
Mm-hmm.
Jason Tatum just came off as a rookie, leading his team to being minutes away from going to the finals.
Okay.
Al Horford was just like the man in the playoffs too. Everyone thinks they're the man.
Okay.
That usually doesn't work on NBA teams. Like the Warriors, they all don't think they're the man.
And the Raptors have an overrated, overpaid point guard. They have Kawhi Leonard, who just sat out a whole season. They have... Is Fred VanVleet still on that team, or did he get moved? All right, they have Fred VanVleet, who's just a sniper, and they have...
I don't care.
Who
It's
else
the
is
same
on
team.
the
They're
team?
running it back. They're running back a 66-win team. I'm ignoring the playoffs because LeBron's gone. And the main problem with the playoffs is gone. They're running back a 66-win team with a top 3 player added and, like, a top 20 player removed. They're going to win 60 games, be the 2 seed, maybe the 1 seed. And Kawhi's pretty good in the playoffs, if you didn't know.
Yeah, well, I haven't seen a whole lot of them recently, so I don't know anything about
Okay,
that guy.
people are like this. You haven't seen a whole lot of Gordon Hayward recently either, have you? Kyrie Irving.
No, but I know they're good.
So what's the difference between Gordon Hayward and Kyrie Irving then? I mean, Gordon Hayward and Kawhi Leonard. So you're more confident that Gordon Hayward's going to come back?
Yeah.
Why?
Because he doesn't have to do as much. He can do whatever he wants. He catches and shoots. He's a white guy. That's what they do.
Okay, that's fair. That's
Kawhi,
not true,
Kawhi
but
Leonard?
it's fair.
Kawhi Leonard's the best player on the team.
By a
What does
lot.
he have to do? Everything.
Yeah. I wish he was somewhat active on social media, like showing his workouts, like Gordon Hayward does. He's just the least conventional superstar this league's had in a while. I think he's healthy, though. I don't see any scenario in which he's not healthy. I think the Raptors knew he was healthy when they traded. There's no way to me the Raptors trade DeMar DeRozan unless they know he is healthy.
Yeah, for sure. Or they're just... I think, personally, they're running it back one time, and then after he leaves after this year, if he does leave, they're just going to spark it's just a rebuild, yeah.
Because this is Lowry's last year, right? Or does he have one more?
Mm-hmm.
And no, I think he has one more after this. It was 3 years, $90 million. I think he's going to his second year of that. What a horrible contract. They should have just signed, like, Jeff Teague or something. Okay.
All right. Is there anything else?
With what?
Just on the agenda?
Yeah, we could talk about Melo. He's going to Houston.
I just don't think there's any...
He's going to Houston.
I think Melo's extremely
Wait, time
mediocre.
out. It's not official yet, but he told some friends he's signing with Houston. I saw it on Twitter.
Did he?
Mm-hmm. So...
I would rather have Trevor Ariza, honestly. He's a much better fit on that team.
Yeah, but he needs to obviously figure out his role.
They have a big three all with egos. Like, literally all Melo has to do is stand there and shoot the ball. That's all they want him to do, but he's not. He's going to try to be Hezo Melo that he's been in the past, and he's not good.
You really think that his buddy Chris Paul can't talk him out of that?
I don't think so. I don't think being an NBA superstar for so many years that he did in New York and everything, I don't think your friend just says, hey, you're not that guy anymore, chill out, and the other guy just takes it and says,
LeBron did it with Wade.
That's a good point.
LeBron did it with Wade.
Yeah, because that's LeBron. I mean, Chris Paul and Melo is not the same as, like, LeBron and Wade. LeBron's much better and knows what he's doing a lot more than Carmelo Anthony, in my opinion.
Yeah, so do you think the Rockets have a chance to make a run at the Warriors or no?
No. I think they're worse than last year.
Yeah, I think they're about the same, personally. Maybe a little worse, I guess.
I mean, Chris Paul's good for, 50 games during the regular season? 60? I guess they play 82. Probably 65. Probably 65.
Problem, though.
Yeah, he's going to sit out a lot, though. He can't stay healthy.
He should sit out a lot. I mean, James Harden's going to get better probably this year.
Yeah.
He's not going to get worse. Ryan Anderson's such a bad contract.
Yeah.
They got some bad contracts on that team. They're close, man. They're really close, but I don't think they're there. Just so heartbreaking to get so close.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
And then miss 27 threes in a row.
Man, that was hard to watch. It didn't even feel like 27 when I was watching it. It felt like just like an average kind of cold streak.
Yeah.
Because it was like split up between 2 quarters, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Like it started with 6 minutes in the third and it went to like 9 or 8 minutes in the fourth. Okay, just quickly, which conference playoffs do you think will be more fun to watch this year? Because I think they're both going to be really good. It's starting to look like.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, obviously, the West is more
the East
talented, but I think
fun.
the East is closer in talent.
Yeah, I think there's definitely 3 competitors there, if not 4.
Yeah.
In Toronto, Boston, and Philly, it's all going to be playing pretty well.
Yeah. And which teams don't... I'm just intrigued to see which teams don't make it in the West. Mavericks, kind of feeling like it's going to be a no, just because of how hard. The Clippers are probably no as well.
Kings.
Yeah, Kings are given no. Timberwolves, I think, could be a no, personally. I think the Timberwolves could take a step back. But
Spurs.
I think they could also take a step forward.
I don't think the Spurs are going to make it.
Really? I mean, they didn't have Kawhi all year, so they pretty much just added DeMar DeRozan. And they're just so well coached.
Suns most likely won't make it.
Yeah, the Suns aren't on this list either. So do we have Suns, Kings, Clippers. I feel like the Spurs are going to make it. I feel like the Pelicans might not make it, personally. I think they might trade Anthony Davis halfway through the year.
Yeah. Utah? Oh, no, they'll definitely make it.
Yeah, Utah's definitely going to make it.
Memphis?
Memphis, I would say... Marcus and Mike Conley are pretty old. And just have a hodgepodge of, young, decent players.
Yeah.
They didn't get Tyreek Evans back, so that hurts.
Mm-hmm.
I would say no. The Spurs? I think the Spurs make it.
Okay.
Do you think the Spurs?
I personally don't. That'll be interesting to watch.
Why not? What teams jump them?
I don't know.
You just don't.
I don't know.
You just don't. Think
I just don't think they have any scoring other than DeMar.
LaMarcus Aldridge.
He's okay, but he's mediocre at best.
He was like an MVP candidate last year.
Last year?
Yeah. Let me look it up. He what?
I just don't. I don't think he'll. I think he's overrated. I think since the beginning of his career, he's been a little overrated. But I don't know. I don't think you can say LaMarcus Aldridge and DeMar DeRozan are enough to. I don't know. They might make it actually.
I'm just saying it's the same team as last year, but they just added DeMar DeRozan pretty much. Because Kawhi played 9 games, and no team behind them made that big of an addition.
Yeah,
the only team that jumped them is the Lakers.
Doesn't really matter, to be honest.
And they jumped the Pelicans. Anyway, the Thunder don't make it or no?
No, they'll make it. I think they'll be better than last year, for sure.
Yeah, I can definitely see that too. Anyway, the Lakers don't make it or no? Are they 100%?
No, they'll definitely make it. I bet you I'm going to take Vegas. I bet you they win 50-plus games.
Yeah, I would say that too. Is that their over-under?
52, I think.
That's an interesting one. Yeah. Warriors, definitely. I don't know. The Warriors are only one or two injuries away every year from making the Western Conference wide open. It just gets wide open.
All right. Is that all we have for today?
I think so, yep.
All right. Thanks for listening, guys, in another podcast. It's been a good one. So stay tuned for episode 4 coming out soon, and remember the Twitter giveaway. So go follow, go comment your name, go like the tweet. Thanks for listening.
Goodbye.